Okay, so my name is Azhar, Dr. Azhar. I'm a medical doctor by profession, and I was studying in the UK before, and I worked there for a few years, exactly 8 years. My specialization was in nephrology, and after that 8 years, I decided that I wanted to move into another industry, and I chose pharma industry. And I worked in the UK for a few different companies before I joined my current company, Boehringer Ingelheim. It's a German company, and I joined the company in Germany. And after 4 years there, I moved to the US, also with Boehringer, and then I moved back to Malaysia 6 years ago. That's a bit about my career. Okay, so to put it broadly, in pharma industry, there are four different departments for medical. For medical, you have the medical affairs, you have the regulatory affairs, you have the pharmacovigilance, and then you have the clinical development. So that's in the medical department. And then you also have the commercial side, where you can be in sales, in marketing, market access, business development. So the possibility is endless. And the benefit of working in an MNC, a global company, is your chance to work in other countries, because an MNC will have different offices in all the countries all over the world. Therefore, it's a little bit easier for you to move around. So for example, in BI, our regional office is in Singapore. So if someone is good in their job, they can be promoted to a regional role in Singapore. And then our headquarters is obviously in Germany. And that's the ultimate goal of my team currently. And I already have 2 members of my team moving to Germany. Therefore, it is possible for Malaysians to get there. So do not dream small, dream for the biggest thing that you can imagine. Very good question. So I did the clinical work for about 8 years. But at the end of that 8 years, I started to feel, what else can I do? As a doctor, although the work is interesting, after a while it's quite repetitive. Most of the patients who come in sick has the same illnesses. Therefore, we don't really need to think too much. We just follow the protocol. So therefore, I wanted to explore what else can I do to stretch myself. And I enjoyed doing clinical research, and that's the first point of thinking that I had. What else can I do in terms of clinical research? And that's why I thought about pharma industry. So one of the main factor is stretching myself and thinking, what else can I do besides my current work? Okay, yep. As I mentioned just now, medical department has medical affairs, regulatory, pharmacovigilance, and clinical development. And why they are interesting: when you work in clinical development, you are doing the research to bring new medication into the market. So you are trying to find out, is the drug going to work for this group of patients in the disease area that we are researching in. And then after that, the regulatory department is the one that brings the drug into the country. So my team is the one who does the registration when we have new medication to bring it into Malaysia. And then the next team, the medical affairs team, they are the one who teach the doctors about the new drug. So when we have the new drug in, the doctors don't know how to use it yet because it's new. So this team is the one that goes out and then teach the doctors about how do we use the medication. And then after that, the team that looks after the what we call the side effect profile. When you start using the drug, you don't really know the full story about what can happen in terms of the side effect. And therefore, when we have the information, we hear the information, we collect all that and then send it back to Germany to make sure that we are processing it to look for any new information. So that's why I really enjoy working in the medical department, because we work from the beginning in terms of the research until the drug is in the market. Okay, for the session, I'm going to talk about how you take charge of your own career. So basically, if you want to think about it, how do you be your own CEO for your career? So you're your own company, you're your own sendirian berhad. and you're the CEO and you're taking charge of your career. So what I'm going to share during that session is, of course, my career journey. So not only the high points of it, but also what are the low points. So no career journey is a straight line. There's always up, down, and I will share all that. And then the other thing that I really want to share during that session is how you start crafting your own career by the framework of what I call PIE. So PIE is PIE, like apple pie, something like that. But it stands for performance, image, and exposure. So you need to think about your career development according to that framework and how you start making sure that your pie is very good. So that's your teaser, and I will share more during that session. PP7, see you there.